Hello, it's you. Thank you for clicking the play button on my YouTube channel. Thank you. We are making Africa better. This is Hon.Dr.odonga Otto. I'm a critical thinker, a contemporary philosopher, a lawyer. Today I'm talking about educational system and health. In 2013, 528,000 children died of malaria. In 2019, 409,000 children. These statistics according to Center for Disease Control. In 2020, 627,000 children died of malaria. According to the World Health Organization, one child dies every minute. One child per minute. Really? In the year 2022 of our Lord Jesus Christ. In the whole world, 17,000 children die per day. And of all the deaths, 9 out of 10 of all those deaths, they say it is because of malaria. So philosopher, lawyer, Hon.Dr.odonga is asking, really? Is it because of malaria? All these figures, last year alone, 628,000 children because of malaria? I would say no. And listen to me carefully. I want to put a theory. I want the doctors to emerge and release counter videos. Not all these children die of malaria. These children die of what they call neonatal teeth. So when the teeth is trying to grow out of the gum, some gums are not so porous. So as the teeth tries to penetrate the gum, it is not easy for it to penetrate. So this causes temperature on young children. Now in traditional Africa, many people in Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, Cameroon, Togo, had resorted to a method of removing the old teeth. Remove it. And you find people of my age, some without the teeth. The Africans had studied that there is a problem. You can even see the child licking the teeth like this. You just know there is a problem. I have been a member of parliament for 20 years. I have children. I have run to all health centers. To this health center, they give temperature, body temperature control. They test there is no malaria. Others, the doctors even administer malaria because they suspect it's malaria. And yet the problem is arising out of the teeth. As the teeth is trying to penetrate, it cannot penetrate. It creates a hurting down there. Then the body tries to extract those excess dirt that has been generated in that process. So the child ends up having a temperature, and eventually, because of excessive temperature, the children die. Now, according to World Health Organization, they release statistics that all those children die of malaria. No. So what am I talking about? When I was a member of parliament in Uganda, I raised it formally in parliament that this is my personal experience. There is a doctor in Uganda that I went to. He has not been licensed by the Uganda Medical Association. When people go around, it goes like rumors. Go to this doctor. Go to this doctor, he will handle it. So when I took my children there, after moving to 3 big hospitals, which I could afford, the temperature was not changing. I found in a formal lab, like a dentist. He just looked and said, the problem is in the gum. Immediately got a razor blade and did a simple 15-minute surgical operation of slashing the gum. And in 5 minutes, the temperature of my child disappeared. I said, this is not acceptable. People don't know about this doctor. We don't have him in Kenya. We don't have him in Cameroon. We don't have him in Ghana. We don't have him in Malawi. What do we do? Before I left the hospital, he said, sign the visitor's book. When I opened the visitor's book, I even found ministers. They'd taken their children there. All government ministers. They are going illegally. Why can't we bring this to Ugandans and to the whole world? I went to parliament and said, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a process, there is A, B, C, D, the children are dying because of this. I want to challenge the medical practitioners that we need to do something about this. There is a doctor doing this operation, but he has not been licensed by the medical association. Immediately, point of order, 2 medical doctors shut up from the other side. And they rubbished me that what I'm talking does not make sense. Does not make sense when my child has survived. Okay. And they say this is not acceptable. This is an old traditional African practice. So we should disregard what Hon.Dr.odonga is saying. And the speaker ruled that we proceed. We should ignore. Now, today I've got a platform to tell you. Now, you Google. Check for this. I'm spelling it. CYST. CYST. Google CYST. Go to the medical dictionary. Let me read it verbatim. Allow me, just please excuse me, let me read verbatim from my laptop. From the medical dictionary. Cysts form over the top of an erupted tooth or partially erupted tooth. They can lead to complications such as infections. Then they say how to treat. They say surgical removal and cutting and opening and let it drain. This is in the European Medical Journal. So we have a wrong educational system. The doctors who opposed me in Parliament we cannot say, because there are 3 types of education. There is non-education, there is miseducation, there is wrong education. So these medical practitioners are miseducated. If our grandfathers 200 years ago could even remove teeth, what is wrong with slashing the top of the teeth? So the European Medical Journal clearly shows what it should be done. So I challenge my brothers of Africa. We cannot continue losing 628,000 children a year and we claim it is malaria, and we cannot mentally break the chains and start looking for where the problem is. It is clear here. It's clear here in the European Journal. Read it. Now what happens in Europe? In Europe, when they produce a child, they have now started producing what they call OTC cream. OTC cream. The other day I went to one of the shopping malls, the pharmaceutical companies in Europe, and I found 2 types of OTC cream. One is called Anbesol liquid. Anbesol liquid. ANBESOL liquid. The other one is called bone gel teething. Bone gel. So when they produce children every morning, they rub it on the gum. So that the gum is porous. And when the child grows, they don't have that situation. The whites have thought and got solution. But ours, the African educational system, is wrong. That doctor there in Uganda is practicing illegally and is over 77 years old. If he dies, God forbid, we'll go with the whole knowledge. So the educational curriculum has to be visited. This is simple. This is simple. Instead of opening factories to manufacture alcohol in Zambia, in Uganda, please go and buy these creams and come and open the factory to manufacture these creams from the African continent. And we educate our people the way I am doing now, that please rub it on the gum. If the temperature of the child is too much, open the teeth, you will see a black spot in the gum, so that we can save the African species. Philosopher Otto has done his role. Thank you for watching. Let's save our children. Let's make the world to be a better place to live in. Not all those 628,000 children die of malaria. It is all temperature related. They test malaria, they don't find it. It is here. So you mothers out there, share this information, but let's avoid the traditional African practice of removing the whole tooth. No. There is a surgical procedure. Our doctors, please Google this European journal. Our dentists, Google this European journal, and then we see how to help our African brothers. This is self-help. You go to China, there is Chinese medicine. You go to Europe, there is European medicine. Also, let's invent African medicine. Please subscribe, please share, let's save the life. I would be the happiest person if this discussion of mine would have saved the life of a child. Thank you so much. Hon.Dr.odonga. God bless you.